In this video, we'll be discussing how can economic empowerment help victims of economic violence as gender-based violence. Often survivors of gender-based violence are dependent on the perpetrators of abuse and may therefore be unable to approach legal authorities for support. The lack of economic power has been for years a contributing factor towards survivors continuing to interact with their abusers. On the other hand, a lack of access to sufficient economic resources can play a big role in deciding whether one wants to approach the formal justice system given the exorbitant cost associated with the process. Access to economic resources can help in not just reducing inequality between individuals of different genders, but also enhance their access to justice and safety. It gives survivors economic freedom, which leads to an increase in their bargaining power in society while enabling them to support themselves. For example, a study by UN Women in India establishes that women's ownership of property is associated with lower levels of physical and psychological violence. It was also observed that women who are economically empowered are more likely to report instances of abuse, either in public or by family, than women who do not have access to these economic resources. The Image Project in South Africa empowered women through microfinance opportunities and social mobilization in an effort to tackle gender-based violence. The results showed that there was a 55% reduction in risk of violence from an intimate partner as a result of such economic interventions. Additionally, programs which focus on financial literacy of survivors, such as the NCDAV Financial Education Program, are also helping survivors remove themselves from situations of abuse. Assessing the impact of All States Foundation's project on moving ahead through financial management curriculum, it was found that there was a significant improvement in economic empowerment of survivors, including all three areas of financial literacy: economic self-efficacy and economic self-sufficiency. This led to an overall decrease in other forms of physical and psychological abuse over time. While focusing on developing economic independence by itself cannot be a solution to reducing the levels of gender-based violence, it can still play a significant role in ensuring that survivors continue to have access to quality medical, legal, and housing facilities in their difficult time of facing that abuse.